Hey fans, me Aaron for a comic show, and I have some comics. It's Wednesday, and well, actually it's Tuesday. These are books out on Wednesday, and I'm talking about some comics because that's what I always do because I love comic books. And the biggest book of the week to me is Multiversity because, I mean, honestly, I've been hearing about this book for like a decade now. Like Grant Morrison's been talking about this ever since like Final Crisis, and what it is, you know how like the New 52 actually is like 52 universes? You know, that's kind of downplayed now, but he had this like poster with all the different universes and all the different heavens and hells and different like, this is the Speed Force and this is the Source Wall and all that crazy stuff. Well, this comic is that. And yeah, it's the Cosmic Neighborhood Watch and Captain Carrot's in it, seriously, like not K-Rot. Captain Carrot is literally in this with cartoon physics. And Grant Morrison truly kicks ass. Yes, that is a black Superman from Earth 23. Earth 23, obviously, because Michael Jordan's jersey was number 23. Obviously, Clark Kent is president because Obama's president. I am not being racist. These are real things in the book. But this book was fun. There's a demon Green Lantern. There's all kinds of crazy-ass stuff. And if you like Grant Morrison, like I like Grant Morrison, you will enjoy the shit out of this book. This book is, it's like LSD. It's like they put LSD on one of the pages, and when your thumb touched that page, you were like in a yellow submarine, and you were like all in. You know, like this could be sued. DC could be sued by the Beatles if Warner Brothers doesn't own the Beatles. I don't know, but anyway, Multiversity is the comic event of of the millennium for anyone that does drugs like me and a lot of my viewers. If you do drugs, you should seriously read this book and all the tie-ins. And, you know, Grant Morrison, I finally got this in, the Doom Patrol Omnibus. I can't wait to read this entire thing. This is like a freaking juggernaut. Like, I can't, like, the Doom Patrol by Grant Morrison is the only Doom Patrol that has ever worked. Like, before, after, maybe Jeff Johns is going to do cool stuff with them soon, but that is the Doom Patrol. And also for DC, Teen Titans. You guys know how much I didn't like the Lobdell run of Teen Titans of the New 52. I just stopped reading it, and I didn't say anything bad about it because I wasn't reading it. So I didn't like it. I didn't like it, stopped reading it, whatever. Pfeiffer, I like. I like Will Pfeiffer. I'm liking these first two issues, and Pfeiffer did something that, why didn't Lobdell do this? He has Beast Boy turn into Grumpy Cat. It's hilarious. I love it. But anyway, I don't like Raven's costume. Whatever. This Titans is a lot better than what it was before. You can get into it if you hadn't read what was before because I didn't read it, and I'm liking this. And it seems to me like it's respectful, like what came before still happened, but it doesn't really matter, which to me, that works. So thank you, DC. You did a great job with this. I like the selfie cover. It makes sense, you know, it's teen character selfie cover, all that good stuff. So moving on, Marvel didn't put out much I wanted to talk about. I was going to talk about Storm because Callisto is in it, Storm, you know. Of course, you're going to have a Storm book. It's going to be Africa first issue, Callisto second issue, and then it's going to get into like breaking new ground. But Greg Pak, awesome writer. If you don't remember, he's the one who did, I don't know, Planet Hulk, World War Hulk, and he's now doing Superman Batman. And this was a great issue with Storm. I like his take on Storm. She's very thoughtful, but her mind, she has an open mind about things, and I'm digging it. And that's it. You know, Magneto was pretty cool this week, but the big deals this week, other than Multiversity, which was, you know, like an LSD trip with a comic book, is the more indie stuff, the stuff that isn't Marvel or DC. Delinquents, #1. This was cool. I'm so happy that Valiant is breaking new ground with Delinquents. It's a title that wasn't something that the old Valiant did. They're doing something new, and it's basically Archer and Armstrong and Quantum Woody together because, you'll just have to hear me out on this. There's this hobo treasure in America because there was a bunch of hobos, and the map to the hobo treasure was tattooed on the Hobo King's ass. And now that he's dead, the map is his ass skin. Like, if you look at this cover, this part right here would be where his anus would be, okay? And that's the, you know, that gap between the thighs that's so sexy. But that's his anus. And so the map to find the hobo treasure is on his app. Now, here's the thing that's terrible. I was going to get my own store's variant cover, which I'll still get, because when I heard they're doing a variant cover of ass cheeks, I was all in, you know, like you had me at ass cheeks, seriously. But as you can tell, this is the West Coast because Diamond Comics, the people that pick comics there don't know the East Coast from an ass, or their ass from the East Coast, or a hole in the ass, or whatever. You know, there's a joke there somewhere. But obviously I ordered the East Coast covers because that's me, and there was Florida here, which we'll see the cover. Like, here's a cover here right now of what I should have gotten. And there's the comic shop logo for Florida, and instead I got the West Coast. So I'll get, you know, I'll get the Florida cover soon next week. So anyone that buys this from me, the West Coast cover, will get a free actual ass cheek cover that you're supposed to get next week. But anyway, the book is hilarious. It's completely irreverent, like us, like anyone that watches this show. You want to read Delinquents. Quantum Woody is hilarious. Armstrong is a great, funny book. And who doesn't want to follow, you know, go down the rabbit hole or the butthole, per se, of a hobo to find the secret treasure of America. And at a comic shop also, if you get that book, I'm just going to throw in and give you a Armor Hunters Chromium cover #1 for free because, you know, Valiant, in addition to doing great comedy type of superhero stuff, they do great sci-fi with Robert Venditti. Robert Venditti's X-O-Man of War was so great that he got hired on to do Green Lantern after Jeff Johns. So check out Armor Hunters. I will give a free Chromium cover of that #1 with every copy of Delinquents. And you know you're a delinquent. You know when I said the cover was a tattooed map from a hobo's ass crack, you were like, all right, can I get a side of hobo piss with this? And it's like, maybe. But anyway, moving on. The Strain, Guillermo del Toro, you know him. The Strain, you know what that is. You watch the TV show. There's a comic out. It's here by Dark Horse. This is the first issue of the final arc, and the other arcs are available in collections. And you know Guillermo del Toro. You know he's doing a Justice League Dark movie. You know he did like some Silent Hill video game demo that was infuriating. You know, it's good stuff. Trees, Warren Ellis. I love Warren Ellis. He's a fan of trees and whiskey. Great guy. The Wicked and Divine, 2 covers. This book is the best work of these guys' career, of Gillen and McKelvey. And it's basically gods that are pop stars, and they have crazy stuff. I've enjoyed every issue of this. 3rd issue's out. You need to try this issue. You need to. Like, there's probably a 2nd or 3rd print of #1 out. You need to try this. If you like their Young Avengers, if you like their Phonogram, get this, seriously. And finally, the Fade Out. This is Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. I did not know that the variant cover was going to be like a magazine size. I knew it was like a faux magazine cover, but it's literally magazine size, which is pretty freaking awesome. Full disclosure, it's like $250 more or something. I think I did the math right. But if you are a hardcore fan of Bru and Sean Phillips and have a magazine box to put this in, because I know that you have OCD and have to put these in boxes and bags and boards, get this, because that's freaking cool. You know, that's freaking awesome. And the Fade Out, basically, it's noir. It's like all their noir stuff. They're not going to reinvent the wheel. They're not going to do something other than noir. But it seems like a straight noir from, you know, based in Hollywood. It's not like a noir superhero thing like Incognito. It's not like a noir horror like Fatale. This is straight noir in the vein of Criminal, but instead of focusing on, you know, crime and whatnot, there is crimes. Don't get me wrong. There has to be crimes in noir. It's Hollywood. And of course, there's so much behind the scenes in Hollywood of crime and parties and dead people and craziness that if you are a Bru and Phillips fan, you absolutely have to get this. And if you are someone that have heard about this, if you're someone that just gets Image #1s and it's like, you know, like I heard great things about Fatale, but I wasn't there for #1, so why should I get number 19? It's not going to be worth any money. I feel you, bro. This is #1. Get this, read it, enjoy it, and then put it in your little bag and board and sell it on eBay a few months later when it's on its 3rd printing. But this book was great. I hate to say this, but it's so cool that these creators keep breaking new grounds with their same teams, that this is the best work of their career. Same thing with The Wicked and Divine. It's the best work of their career. Get in on it. And seriously, if you like Fade Out a whole lot, I would suggest you get Criminal, because it's the thing that's most similar by the same writer and artist. And I'm sorry I'm drunk. I apologize. had a keg of Game of Thrones Blood and Fire Red Ale that was almost empty, so I knew I wanted to return it to get my keg deposit fee back, but I didn't want all this beer to go to waste, so I was like, I need to drink this beer. I apologize. I won't be drunk next time. Hopefully this sounds good. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. And if you're local, you know we have the Geek Easy, which is the bar inside the comic shop. And on Tuesdays, we have Geek Trivia, which if you win, you get your bar tab comped. Wednesday, we have Open Mic. Thursday, we have Street Pass Poke Smash, which I assume is Pokemon and Mario Kart, but I don't freaking know. I don't play video games. Friday is Nerdy Karaoke. Saturday is a huge show featuring Crunk Witch, Random Encounter, and a bunch of hip-hoppy, nerdcore bands that you would just like, seriously, if you come here and you like music, there will be something that you will like. And you also can have craft beer and maybe meet the girl or boy of your dreams. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.